Day 74. 74 arm day. Uh, huh. This guy's walking his dog next to me. But alright, yeah, arms. Arm day. What the hell am I gonna do for arms? I can guarantee I can do triceps first. And probably just a ton of push downs. I'm kind of starting to like skull crushers more as of late. So, but they're pretty hard on the elbows if you do them first. Like if you're totally fresh, you're warmed up, and then you go for like a heavy set of tricep skull crushers, it's going to be a lot of tension on your tendons and your ligaments. So I feel more comfortable starting off with a heavy push down, and then once I'm a little bit more fatigued, I'll jump onto the skull crushers, maybe in the middle or so. After that, just gonna jump onto a bicep curls, and I'll just do whatever sorts and whatever kind of variations I feel like. There isn't I don't necessarily have a very deep, elaborate training method for biceps apart from do your curls, maybe some cable curls, preacher curls, easy bar curls. In terms of like trying to bias any particular area of the bicep, like if you hear people talk about the long head and the short head, I mean, there's some merit there for sure. You want to do a variety of exercises, because yeah, I mean, there technically are different parts of the bicep, but there's no need to get too hung up on that. Just as long as you do a variety of lifts, you're gonna work your bicep. I may or may not throw in some forearm training at the end, just to sort of like show you what I would do. I'll think about it, because I used to train forearms a lot. Like every arm day used to have forearms added. Ever since maybe like I don't know, a year ago or so. But as with everything, you want to keep everything relatively the same level of developed, right? Let's say for whatever reason your calves are massive, like way bigger than your quads proportionally. Are you going to be hitting calves? There's just no need if you want to have like a reasonably aesthetic look in terms of like how all your body parts relate to each other. So nobody's got big calves, at least not the majority. So everybody should be hitting them. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna drink this pre, and then we can get started. Get a little bit of cable warm-ups going first. All right, shit. So I'm at 4% battery. Let's make this pump check quick. So no forearm clips today. You'll have to wait for next time. Made this cut off a little bit too thin. Whoops. Holy shit. Oh my god. So, even with the most basic, like honestly, I could have just kept doing those concentration girls and I would have had the same pump. But obviously I would have gone lighter over time just because it was fatiguing me. But yeah, fucking insane arm pump. So I'm gonna finish calves really quick, get in the car, charge up for a second. And then we can do the car talk. All right. Phone dead, so no mic. If that even changes the audio quality, hard to say. But yeah, fuck. Solid arm day. Oh my goodness. And I was feeling kind of tired going into it too. But I'm not a fool. I know that I want to get bigger and I want to progress and that I'm going to feel good after I'm done with the gym, even though it's hard. So, you know, if you're tired or if you're super hype, fucking go hard either way. It's gonna benefit you both times. For one thing, if you're super hype and you go super hard, you're gonna have a crazy workout. And if you're, you know, kind of tired, whatever, you didn't get awesome sleep before, and you still go hard, then you just overcame an extra difficult challenge, whatever. It's never gonna hurt you to go hard in the gym. Unless you go too hard and you get hurt. Oh geez. All right, whatever. Let's just slam the dextrose shake. 50 grams of dextrose, a little protein, post workout. Good for you. Tastes awful though. Oh. Whew. I've had worse things, but like, it's definitely not enjoyable. Oh. Yeah, shit, let's think about that. What's the weirdest things I've eaten? So, let's see, I remember doing a chicken shake. It was like ground chicken, some other, I don't know what I added something. I thought there was something else in the mix. Awful. Not good. Whoa, fuck, you guys trying to hit me. You know, I was thinking about that. Since I record every lift, if I ever get hit by a car, I don't even need a dash cam. I got this right here. Well, as long as they like T-bone me from that side. But yeah, whatever. So, chicken shake, not great. Not great. Whenever I've done like bowls of sardines, kind of weird, but like if fish doesn't mess with you, then it's fine. Oh man, I tell you what, I've probably drank. Oh man, I don't do it now. I'll explain why in a second, but I've probably drank, I don't even know, at least. I was doing this for a long time. Maybe like 1,000 or 2,000 egg whites so far. Because in my mind, you know, one egg white, 3.6 grams of protein. So you crack 14 into a cup, separate the yolk. It's 50 grams of protein right there, and it goes down super easy, as long as you don't get unsettled by drinking this goop. But I stopped doing it, not because of the grossness, but you can't absorb raw egg white protein. There's like some study done, whatever, but egg whites, like, it's an awesome protein source. It's up there with like chicken or beef in terms of just like amino acid array and everything else. But raw egg whites, you can only break down about 50% of the protein. So when I was doing those 14 egg whites at once, I was only breaking down 25 grams of the protein. So it's just not necessarily an efficient method. So I've just been cooking them from now on. And then, yeah, other than that, I mean, just a bunch of normal foods. Like, in terms of what I've been eating on the bulk, just like ramen, bagels, cereal, tang and juice and protein powder. and beef and eggs. Nothing like it's not that I have a secret food, right? You just gotta eat a lot. you know? So, or yeah, donuts. I keep getting like 6 Krispy Kreme, little assorted pack. Super easy to get down, a ton of calories. Now, it doesn't necessarily matter what foods you eat, right? In terms of your weight gain or weight loss. What really matters is the amounts, right? I could eat 6,000 or like whatever. I can eat like, let's say your maintenance calories is 3,000. So that's how much food you eat in one day, and you will not gain or lose weight. That's just as much energy as you need. If you eat 4,000 calories of healthy food, let's just say like quote unquote healthy, chicken, rice, whole grains. Everybody loves talking about whole grains. Grass-fed beef, whatever. You're going to gain weight because you're taking in more food than your body needs just like to run itself. So then you're going to put on mass. Some muscle, some fat. And if you were to eat 2,000 calories of ice cream and donuts and chicken wings, you're going to lose weight. Because even though the food that you're eating is like quote unquote unhealthy, just by the layman's standards, you're still eating less calories than your body needs every day to run itself, right? So that's going to mean that your body's going to start burning some of its internal stores of energy. So let's say you're about to start a diet. So you start eating 2,000 calories and your maintenance calories is 3,000. Right? For the first few days, the first like maybe 5 or so pounds that you lose quick is going to be a combination of like just water and carbs. Because throughout all your muscles is glycogen stores, right? So in all of your muscles, there's some carbs inside the muscle cells. So as soon as you start eating in a maintenance, in a calorie deficit, your body's going to burn through a lot of those carbs. Because it's easy to use carbs as a fuel source. And once those carbs are depleted, then you'll start to actually burn fat, right? Because that's the next best thing that you've got. So if you go into a really steep deficit, like starving yourself, that's when you can start to lose muscle, because then your body's going to start having to atrophy itself. But I'll get into more of the diet stuff once I'm actually dieting. Right. So, in terms of this lift, triceps is a little more complicated. I did a few different things, but biceps, there's just 2 exercises. 7 sets of those. 7 sets of the concentration curls, right, and then 4 sets of those pause rep bicep curls. So I don't mind doing really like low numbers of exercises for muscle groups that don't have a lot of complexity to them, right? I'd say the most complicated muscle group would be back, right? Back's made of all sorts of muscles. So you're at least going to want to do a pull down movement, which targets your lats, and then a rowing movement, which targets your traps, right? Because if you were to do only cable rows, you're probably not going to get a crazy amount of lat development. I'm sure your traps and like the mid back is going to grow well, but you're going to have to do a different movement to target the lats. But for something like calves, all your calf is doing is going, maybe imagine this is your foot, it's going from here to here, right? So when I do just seated calf raises for 8 sets of them, that's all I need, right? There's no need to do different variations because they're not going to do anything differently. So with shoulders, same thing, all your rear delt is doing is going from here to here. So I don't mind just sitting on the reverse pec deck, doing reverse flies. And then side delt, same thing. All you're doing is going from here to here. So again, I don't mind doing just 11 sets of dumbbell lateral raises. because there's just not so much complexity to these smaller muscle groups. So, oh, Jesus Christ, it's a deer. And he's like thinking about running across. Fuck, what was I saying? Yeah, biceps. So, biceps, there's a little bit of complexity to them. You got like your long head, whatever, but there's no need to do like 5 different exercises. I'd say just go hard on, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3. Sometimes I do some different variations just to change it up. But as long as you actually go hard during your sets and you're working the targeted muscle, the intensity and how hard you're going is going to affect your gains way more than the exercise choice, right? If I, let's say I had a perfect AI-generated workout for biceps, where it told me to do, 5 sets of whatever. Let's just say like 4 different exercises, a few different sets each. Like that was the perfect bicep workout. And it told me how many sets to do for each different lift. If I do that lift without a ton of effort, and I don't actually push myself hard, I'm not going to get bigger than the guy next to me who just does 10 sets of barbell curls and tries to kill himself like he's freaking out while he's doing them. So, I'm not saying you got to scream every rep in the gym. That can get a little corny, but shit, man. The harder you go, the better results will come back. So I'm gonna go home, eat some food, take my vitamins, and go to bed. Tomorrow's gonna be leg day. Oh yeah. So I uploaded 2 videos. It was today, but you'll see this later. Whatever. I had a double upload because I missed one the last day, like I didn't edit it in time. And some of the people in the comments thought that I worked out twice in one day. What? The title of each one was a day apart. Obviously, it was different days. A 2-a-day workout, if you're actually doing like bodybuilding style workouts, not beneficial, right? Just do one. You don't need to separate it like that. Unless you're going to the gym to do your cardio, which I know you're not fucking doing. 30 minutes, not even hard. Just build up a little sweat. Simple. But whatever. It's your body, it's not mine. So I'll see you next time, God damn it.